45 the Gulf Freeway at Edgebrook. Dealing with debt and that credit card crunch. Many Americans are trying to do away with credit card debt, but it really seems some banks are making it hard for you to chisel away at that high interest debt. Attorney John Mastriani from the Mastriani Law Firm is here again this morning with some new concerns about credit card debt and some things you may not know about your home association fees and even your car note. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
First of all, let's start with those credit cards. Now, you say some creditors want you to default. Why is that?
Well, there's an old Latin maxim that equity abhors a forfeiture, but it seems that this particular industry, they thrive on it. And I believe they thrive on it because you miss one payment, then they can raise that interest rate. They raise that interest rate even though your actual monthly payment may remain the same, but it gives them a longer opportunity to continue collect money from you because it's not actually applied to the reduction of the principal. They also like to get a hold of that car or get a hold of that home or put some pressure on you. There's a whole industry that's actually created by this dehumanized computer that just looks at something and sees you missed a payment, you're in trouble.
And it's so difficult to get out of that because it's just a vicious cycle of paying more and all of a sudden you just feel like you're completely over your head. When do you think it's time to get help, legal help?
I think it's always a good time to consult an attorney with respect to these issues, because even if you have actually spoken with someone at the credit card industry, they really, or the creditor, they really not certain or they really can't help you. They actually sort of encourage either a default or they don't have the expertise to actually confirm a deal, you know, an individual consumer.
Can that possibly, though, put you in more debt? Because I'm sure it could get quite expensive to get some legal help.
Well, we offer a free attorney consultation at the Mastriani Law Firm, and actually sometimes you can't afford not to have an attorney. We don't charge 30% at our law firm, and we don't go after your home and stuff if you miss a payment with us.
People are really glad to hear that, I'm sure. Now, let's talk about your Texas Debt Defense website. You have a whole lot of help on there for consumers, and you even have one section that just looks at paying your car, your boat, whatever it might be. And so many people, you know, even a year ago, 2 years ago, were doing fine with that payment, but they might be having a really hard time making that payment now.
Yes, and it's a shame because someone could have made maybe 30, 40 payments and actually even paid back the principal and a reasonable amount of interest with respect to the particular instrument, whether it's a boat or a car, and then they turn around and they just take it from them and they'll sell it at such a low price, and they will not give you the proper notice and different things that an attorney can see and help you in court and help avoid these issues and basically get your deal worked out for you.
Well, I think it's good to know that there is help out there and you don't have to try to fight that all alone. Let's talk about homeowners association fees. I don't think when you think about that little monthly fee, it's a lot more expensive for some people than others. You really don't think about that ever causing you problems. But one of our colleagues was telling us that with his homeowner association fees, if you're 60 days late, even $1 short, they can start the foreclosure process. That's unbelievable to me.
It is. We actually have a situation where someone was $90 short, and he's been trying to make the payments. The homeowners association's actually advising them not, you know, it's okay, it's waived. And then 2 years later he gets sued and they got $4,600 in legal fees on something like that.
Just for something that small. So what do you do in that situation to try to protect yourself if the money's just not there that month?
You just have to, contact them, you have to work with them, but like I say, the dehumanized computer makes it difficult. That's why we have that free consultation, and we'll work with people, and a lot of times we do things pro bono to write that letter or say, hey, there's a atrocity going on here, $4,600 on 90, that's ridiculous.
Well, we know our viewers probably have a whole lot of questions, maybe other debt questions, so if you have questions about debt and getting out of debt, even more importantly, we've got a link on our website that will send you to TexasDebtDefense.com. That's all that good information I was just telling you about. You can also send us your questions by email or even on Facebook. We have a link on My Fox Houston Seen on TV tab, and we'll try to get some answers for you from Mr. Mastriani and his team of defenders. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for the good advice, and keep up the good work.
Thanks for having me.
Jose.
8:18 right now. Thousands of children in our area are hoping